So this is a bit in media res here. Well, no, that's not a correct phrase, but
I don't
uh,
even remember what that means.
like starting something in the middle
In
of
the
the
middle?
action.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I did know. I mean I know I knew. I knew? Whatever.
So yeah, I'm doing a race mission. The only reason I did that previous
You're
faction
going pretty
mission,
slow for a race mission.
well, the only reason I did that previous faction mission was to unlock this race mission, only to find out that it's an airplane mission, and I am terrible at those.
Oh boy, here comes the carnage. Can't wait to see this.
Yeah,
Why does that say
let's
lols? Wait,
let's do this.
oh man, because what I expected this game to do is just like, you go through that first ring, and then just like, once you clear the trees, it turns out you're racing like 5 other airplanes.
Oh no, it's always just a timed mission thing.
Oh man, I mean, wow, okay, alright. Was that the game glitching out, or was that you specifically
I
stopping it right there for maximum impact?
That was the game glitching out. The game was like it did not expect someone to crash so quickly, so it
It,
had to compensate.
it's just like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing, and record. Okay, back at the mission front. I was about to say Far Cry 5 has something like this called Clutch and Nixon missions where you do a whole bunch of stunt stuff. But like in that one, you're lit. Sometimes your vehicles are lit on fire, and
That
so
sounds cool.
like the stuff you pass through are water fountains. That's basically your rings. But you don't have to. Basically, you can just gun it to the. All right, beautiful job there. You can't just.
I didn't expect a tree to stop me.
Oh, didn't you? But yeah, you can't. You can technically just gun it to the end because it does show you where the end is. But since you're constantly on fire, you basically have like 15 seconds to live, and so you have to keep putting it out because it will always spring back up. So you can miss some rings, but then slowly that timer is just going to keep going down.
That's an interesting way of doing it. So the rings aren't mandatory; they're just suggestions.
Yes, but it's heavily suggested that you try and go through as many as possible.
Okay.
All right, so there's attempt number 3. How is he going to screw this up this time, ladies and gentlemen? Well, okay, that technically shouldn't have come to him. I guess this is the generous type of rings thing where you only need to barely touch it.
Yeah, which is good.
Because I don't see you actually doing this the other type. Dude, like, okay, I don't know if this, I don't know, I cannot tell if this is you or, I think it's a mix. I think it's a mix of the controls and dude. Well, at least you're in the water. That'll put it out.
The controls, that airplane controls are I mean, maybe I'm just bad, but I'm so bad
Always
at
a
those controls.
possibility. Oh, by the way, just as like a screw you to just, well, not a screw you, but like an allusion to how you talk to me about all the stuff I should be trying. That thing involved. What are you doing? Oh, that
You
that.
you can use any of your air vehicle to complete this challenge. So I went to the military base, got this helicopter, and came back here. There's
Is,
absolutely no way I'm using that airplane.
all right, I see. Uh,
So that's one good thing about the challenges. You can pretty much use any vehicle.
yeah, but this is like, it's probably much slower.
Well, yeah. So I have to actually gun it to the check. There's one point where I realized I'm just not going fast enough and had to go.
I think you should have realized it literally right now. But okay, you do you. What is that up there?
Every time I see it, I'm thinking I can't wait to see that vehicle. That's definitely going to be a pirate. I just keep seeing that vehicle in the sky. There's a whole thing
Is
where
that a bunch of balloons? A fake cloud? What is it?
It's a blimp.
Oh, it's a blimp. Well, of course it's a blimp. What the heck was I thinking?
Yeah, I was like, what? I mean, there are weird Easter eggs in Just Cause. Like I think Just Cause 4 has a fake moon landing Easter egg where you can go inside a mountain and C the setup for the moon landing recording or something like that.
Far Cry 5 has something where you basically like talk to an alien enthusiast or whatever and help him set up some machines for some crazy things. But then it turns out like his phasing machine actually does phase him to parts unknown, and there's like DLC where you apparently fight aliens.
Cool.
It's like, okay, wish I got that, but it's cool, that's
Yeah.
cool too.
These open world games, they like doing their Easter eggs like that. Right here was scary, because I see where that checkpoint is strategically placed.
Not even so much strategic place. You're in a slow vehicle. You don't need to go right under the. Why did you do that?
Luckily, these trees aren't killing me.
Why are you flying low enough to test it, though?
That's a good point. I don't have to be so low. Every time, one thing I like about this game? Things you do in it, like the different missions, make you aware of how big the world is. Like, just
Yeah,
flying
because you're going
over.
like really far.
Yeah. And what I don't like is when you finish a mission, you're just there. You don't get whisked back to where you were.
Oh, yeah, Far Cry 3 does that with the medicine missions. I'm sure at the part we're at right now, I've done some medicine missions. You know, where I go all yeah boy for no adequately explained reason.
Yeah, boy.
I'll take it. Anyways, oh, well, that wasn't so hard.
Yep. And I spend the rest of the video trying to crash a helicopter.
Why?
Because I thought it would be fun. But for some reason, doing this, the helicopter just stays in the air. Or it's falling very slowly or something.
Why couldn't you just crash it into the blimp?
Oh yeah, I should have done that.
Oh boy. The blimp was right there, man. Also,
That's
how is
true.
this happening?
Yes. He is a superhero.
Well,
So I fly even further trying to do something.
I have an idea. Why can't you just like drive this, like find the next enemy base, and just dive right in there?
Oh, that's certainly possible, and it's actually a strategy. People like fly over settlements in helicopters so they can more easily see other things to collect. But I think that sounds boring.
What do you mean boring? It's practical and fun. What are you doing? If you jump up by accident and cut your head off, I will laugh.
Oh yeah, that's always a fear of mine. But I'm trying to be James Bond here.
If this was James Bond, there'd be way more women.
That's true, and right here I'm trying to shoot the people shooting at me from up here. And
No,
we'll see it.
This shouldn't. What happened? What
I
happened
think
right
someone
there?
fired a rocket at me because
Oh,
I
God.
certainly didn't fire
Get
that.
back in the helicopter, you idiots! What are you doing? What did you think was going to happen? Did you even have a plan?
I was trying to do something, but they did it to me first.
Well, I was about to say before that little display that in that case, whatever faction I would have been, I would have hightailed it out of there. Seeing that kind of crap happening, it was like, nope, he's clearly too powerful. But clearly, from what just happened, that was a baseless assumption.